guys, Gaming Hot Zeros here, and today I'm just going to show you how to make a good base, like an unfindable base. Not really unrateable, but it's like a 97% chance that it won't be found, which is pretty good. So basically, what you're going to do is you're just going to find your area, preferably like above an ocean, or maybe just anywhere that doesn't have many mountains, like a jungle biome or an extreme hills biome. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go straight up, probably all the way up to the world height or whatever. So it's usually 255, 256, something like that. Let's see how high I'm gonna go. Right now I'm at 62. And whenever you're gonna like use blocks to build up with, I prefer glass, or when you're gonna use it for your base, or just not even use glass, just only use chests. But I'll show you guys that in a second. Alright, so you're just gonna go all the way up. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go up to like 250 or something. Anyways, you get the point. You go all the way up until you get, I guess, all the way up to the world height. So once you're up to the world height, you're just gonna make a temporary platform. I just use a glass, I guess. But alright. Then you're gonna want to get two types of chests, which are pretty much the only kind of chests that there are. A regular chest and a trap chest. So when you're at the height, once you go all the way up to the height, you're gonna want to go down about 3 blocks or about 3 blocks, so that when you set your home there, it doesn't TP you all the way down. So once you've done that, what you're gonna do, you're just gonna pretty much just get your chests and just do this, make a platform with the chests, so just like that. And this could be pretty much as big as you want. I don't make it too big, but well, I take that back. I make them pretty big, but I prefer not to, because it just makes me feel more just makes me feel like it's gonna get raided faster, if that makes any sense. So basically you're just gonna do this. Alright, and basically you understand how it's gonna go. Basically just do that, and then once you set your home on one of these chests, it should be good. So once you're done with that, you just want to get rid of all this all this glass. Alright, yeah, and as you see, the chests won't generate anymore, and it doesn't cast a shadow. So let me go ahead and see. Alright, see, there are no shadows, but if there was to be a shadow, let's see, it'll make it darker here, as you can see. Like, let's see, it would cast a shadow. So if there's if there are only chests or glass, it won't really cast a shadow, but when you have blocks, it will cast a shadow, and they'll just be able to see it and be like, oh, there's most likely a base up there. But also, when I'm making a platform, I'm not going to use a glass, because if I use glass, it has a chance of generating in, and they can see it. So like they will be able to see the glass, or depending on the texture pack they have, you may not even be able to see the glass. But I'm just like making sure. So up there you can see the glass, I guess, like up towards there. But yeah. So basically, once you're done with the base, that's pretty much your unrateable or unfindable base. Not really unrateable. See, all the chests are generated in. So basically, that's how you're gonna make your base. I wouldn't put crafting tables, furnaces, nothing in here, because it'll cast a shadow. So basically, this is how I just keep one of my good vaults, and it holds a lot, because it's just so many double chests, and whenever you run out of space, you can just keep expanding it and just keep doing that. So that's how you make base number 1, and basically unrateable action base. Not really your base where you're gonna want to keep all your good stuff in it necessarily. So basically, let's just say this is an ocean. I would prefer an ocean, but I mean, you can make it anywhere you want, just as long as it's farther away from spawn. So it's like maybe around 9,000, 10,000, just around the world border, just not at the world border, because that's where people like to look a lot. So just maybe around, say the border is at 10,000, make it around 9,000 or 8,500, something like that. But make it not so like it's at 8,000, 8,000. Make it so it's like 8,000, and then Z is like 100, something like that. So basically, I make two types of underground kind of bases. For more of a faction base, it's just I don't really make faction bases, to be honest. But if you were to make one, I'll show you guys that in a second. And also, this is if you're just gonna have one of your own little bases underground, it's only gonna require like droppers and maybe some obsidian and some kind of source light, which is I prefer glowstone. So basically, you're gonna find the place you want to make it at, and you're just gonna go straight down. Sorry if you can't see anything right now. So you're just gonna go straight down, all the way down to bedrock. So, all right, here we go. Now that we're all the way down to bedrock, you're just gonna want to cover your trail up with whatever you came down with, basically. So once you've done that, and you're at bedrock level, you're just gonna make a room. So it doesn't matter how big it is or how small it is. You could have it as big as you want and as small as you want. Honestly, I could care less, but as long as it holds what you want it to hold, then I guess it's fine. So let's go ahead and clear this little area out. For now, I'm just gonna make it this big, but really it could just be as big as you want. What I'm gonna do is just clear out some ground or whatever, and fill it up with hobby. Now, this could be a base where it doesn't matter if it's an OP server or if it's a survival server. It doesn't matter, as long as if you just want a base where it's not gonna be found. Most likely, I would use this one, because people with hacked clients usually have something called chest finder, which basically makes the chests appear through the ground or something, and they could just like be looking down or whatever, and then they'll be like, oh, there's a chest down there, and then they'll just go like straight down to it and just raid it, I guess, or see if it's a base. But like I showed you in the last clip, they can't do that because it'll be straight up, and even if your render distance is on far, you still can't see it, as mine was on far. But so let's go ahead and make this obby, or obsidian, or whatever you want to call it. Alright. Sorry if you can't see anything for that split second. Alright, now that you have your little obsidian room, you're going to want to get these droppers, and you're just going to place them on the floor and on the walls. Just as many as you want, to where you have as much space. So basically in the droppers, you only get as much space as there is in a crafting table, like just I think 9 slots. So let me just go ahead and place that there. Alright, and then you just do that all the way around the little room. If you want, you could extend it out a little bit, if that's only if you want to, just to make your base a little bit bigger, because I know these droppers don't hold much. But again, this is just to make sure your base doesn't get found. Not necessarily unraidable, because somebody could easily get in, maybe, unless you just go like god mode on it and just put so much layers of lava and stuff on it. So basically, this is base number 2, where you just have your droppers and stuff in it. So I guess you could place your obsidian and stuff in there, and whenever you come back, you just grab it. I mean, it's very simple, and it's just another way to make sure your base doesn't get raided so easily. So this is another base that I usually make, and yeah, so from here, this is what I'm gonna leave it off at. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys